I thought you brought up a good point of like selecting appropriate material to bring into an audition, because I feel like people sometimes they like go in like, oh, I want the lead, so I'm gonna sing something belty and like show offy and like, you know, and it's not even like, oh, I have a connection to this character that I want to like show and express to people. It's not even like that. It's like, it's a very like superficial, like, I don't know, if I'm the loudest singer, then I'll get it, right? Like,
I know some of you guys have helped with your high school audition process, maybe not making decisions per se, but like, do any of you guys want to touch on that topic? Like, how was it being on the other side of the table when you had been like auditioning before, and now you're behind watching like how the director like holds the audition process?
You know, I remember when I used to go into auditions, it used to be really, how would you say, like, not terrifying, but really like nerve-wracking in the beginning, you know, because like, you know, you're auditioning in front of people, it's just you, sometimes there is a spotlight, sometimes, you know, it's just you and like a couple of other people. But seeing it from the other side, it's, you could see like, you pick up on their body language, you know? And I think that's what plays a lot, like, from when someone auditions to when someone's on stage, you know, you just see who they are when they come in and then how they are when they leave. You know, I don't know if any of you guys, you know, have experienced that, you know, but that's usually what's the first thing that comes to my mind, you know, their body language, you know, how a person is.
The first time I was ever on the other side, I thought to myself, I was like, wow, like, I get it. Like, I get it. I remember, like, there would be a lot of times where, you know, the cast list would go out after auditions, and then people would be like, really, oh my God, why this, why that, like, why that, you know? But then being in the audition room and seeing people audition and hearing the commentary that the directors have to say about each person's performance and, you know, their performance and their attempt at a role, like, I get it. Like, it all makes sense. It makes more sense than it did to me before when you audition. Like, there's like those really, like weird times where you tell someone, oh, I'm auditioning for this. And they're like, oh, I'm auditioning for this. Like, being in the audition room, like, it's not that serious. Like, like, you know, like, I get it.
They don't just show how you're acting. It doesn't just show how you're singing or how you're dancing. It also shows a lot of your personality. Like, it's important to show your personality in an audition, because then you'll find out, okay, this is the kind of work ethic that they have. I want them in my show. Or you think, they're not taking this seriously enough. I don't want them in the show. And, you know, when you cast someone in a show, typically in high schools, that's going to be the theater group. Like, they're going to be part of most productions in theater all 4 years of high school, or however many years they're doing theater in high school. You know, your directors, they're putting in, it's their life's work, and they're showing their work throughout, you know, the production. So it's important, you know, to show what the director's trying to show. That's why I think it's super important to not just show your acting or your singing or your dancing. You need to show some good work ethic, because if you don't have that, you're not going to be cast.
See, but okay, this is a question in general for all of you. From an educational standpoint, would you want to know why you got the part and why you didn't get the part? Because I feel like a lot of students take auditions to heart. And I feel like a lot of the times they do need to be told, like, this is why, or yeah, or this is the reason why this person got this part. But at the same time, realistically, that's not how it is. When you go into a community theater, when you go to a professional theater, that's not how it is. I don't know if it's just because they're younger and they want to know why for everything, but like, I feel like teenagers, they deserve some answers so that it can click. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I feel like directors should, at this point in high school, at least high school level.
To answer the question, I would say, me personally, going back to like putting me in high school, I would want to know so that I can improve for the next time. And I think, like you said, I think directors should tell you because they are there to learn. And I think Maybe like once they get into college, like kind of ease them out of that, because you're right, in the real world, you don't get the part, that's it. They don't talk to you, they don't contact you, nothing. That's it. You're done. Go to the next one. I think when you're still learning and molding your craft, like, which is what these kids are doing, some of them want to do this for the rest of their lives. I think it's important to let them know, hey, you didn't get it, but this is what you can do to improve on the next one.
Some people like, okay, just back to the idea of like, oh, like, you know, maybe people getting some feedback on like what they did wrong and things. It's like, dude, sometimes like it's not that this person was better than you, or it could be just like this person just gave a better audition that day, you know, like when pressure was high, like they just delivered more than you did. And like,
yeah. And that really defines like a director's final decision. It's those small little things that just make it possible for the director to see the vision that they want to see. And I understand that when directors cast a show or when directors pick a show, they have already in mind what they want, which sucks because sometimes it means no one has a chance to the lead like it's supposed to be, unless you really know what you want and you're like a professional company. And in the final decisions, I truly don't think that directors really see the full picture, as in not just what you look like. From my experiences, a lot of directors just choose from what they see instead of what they hear and how they act and their abilities to dance or their abilities to do a certain trick that somebody else can't. I think directors should be more open to the idea of, yeah, you may not look the part, but you can tell the story. Like I will believe you if you tell me that story. Even ladies and gentlemen that are like a bigger size, like myself, like it's very hard for us to be seen as lead characters, and we're seen more like comedic side characters, which is not, it's not fun to be seen like that constantly. And I'm sure that there's men that want to be that lead hero and they can portray it and they sound like it, but they're not given the chance to do it. And I don't know, I feel like that's something that needs to change.
I think I want to touch on that real quick. I know this is kind of veering off of like casting, but I think that trickles down from the top. That starts at the top, because I think there aren't enough shows out there that portray people that look like that in lead roles. Because of that, a lot of directors have that mindset, like, oh, like, well, like I mean, when I saw the show on Broadway, the person looked like this, so they need to look like that. And it's like, no, they don't. Nowhere in the script does it say that. And I think that, like you said, that needs to be talked about, because there are a lot of people, all shapes, all sizes, all colors, all sexual orientations, everything, that are so talented but aren't given the time of day because they don't look the part. And it kind of, it really does suck, because there are some, I don't hate me for saying this, but I'm just trying to, like, you know, but like there are some diamonds out there that really do need help shining, because like they're not given the time of day. And I think when you look at casting a show, you need to give everyone a shot. Everyone needs to start with a clean slate. It doesn't matter that you were the lead last year. You may not be the lead this year. You're starting over. It doesn't give you the right, just because you're graduating in a few months, to, you know, take that lead. I mean, you could get knocked out by a freshman if the freshman is better than you. That is real world experience being taught. And I think that needs to be taught, because like I said, in the real world, it's not going to be like that. Like, oh, you're 25, you know, in a room of 19-year-olds, you know, you have more experience. But it's like, okay, but this little 18-year-old girl just beat you out. Like, I would choose her. You know, it's not about that. It's about who can bring what I want to be brought to the table in that time. All right, guys. So that brings us to the end of this video. This was a really good conversation. I think we made some really good points. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, those of you watching. All right, so just a quick announcement about the intermission collection. It is now, when this video goes out, it will have been 2 weeks since we released the Intermission collection, and the orders are pouring in, and we're so excited for all the support that you guys have been giving us, and the Harlingen Community Theater, because that is the theater that this will be benefiting. But for those of you who don't know what the Intermission Project is or about the Intermission collection, you can go ahead and watch the video. The link will be in the description below, as well as the order form to order your hoodie or your t-shirt or your bundle. Again, all the proceeds and all the profits will be going to the Harlingen Community Theater as part of the Intermission Project. And we want to thank them once again for allowing us to collaborate with them on this amazing, amazing project. And we hope this is the beginning of something really beautiful. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much.
Bye.